any question, you can ask question if you okay. Okay.
Onye ọbụla nwa ajụjụ ọ ga-ajụ.
Ya nna Chukwu, isi nwere ajụjụ ya, go on.
No. There was a time, just to introduce myself, I'm Nachuku, but my real name is Omunna Kenneth. So there was a time from the state when Simon Ekpa, there were some issues, but we didn't speak at length and before the call went off. So here in Joe is that after all these things in Mega Serene, during the time of after the arrest of Onyendu and the clash of DOS and Simon Ekpa, which is autopilot and all those issues. So a lot of people are confused. So can you hear with the state of Biafra at this moment? Now, after the that's my question for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Am I coming out?
Yes.
Okay, that is so. So let me start. Thanks for your question. Right, a lot of people are confused, and I can clearly tell you that forward. Anyone that was genuinely then genuinely Simon Ekpa has never been accused. The only confusion, those that are not or have not genuinely be following. And majority of that confusion, those Nigerian state, the legitimized governors to distract the full restoration of the United States of Biafra. And I can clearly tell you that a minor number of people that are confused to derail the full restoration of the United States of Biafra. So because many of Biafra struggle as business over the years, what they do is, because they are live wires, some of them are jobless, some of them get in head of missions, head of different countries, doing one thing or the other in Biafra land. So they see that as an avenue to do their own private business, which is not in Biafra about. So at the time our PM was taken away, some of them, again, I can't say so much what happened when there was him. I wasn't fully there. I can only say what I know from the time I come in to be fully active and fully involved in one way or the other, either deceiving people, deceiving men on ground, trying to say Biafra 24, trying to say some of them say there's a task fact is that the structure of our freedom has been laid by by Prime Minister Simon. Our cabinet are upholding and making sure that it's fully materialized at this time. So when they confused, I don't know where the confusion is talking about. Those people can ask any specific question on why they are confused, and I'm going to answer that. Thank you so much.
Question game move forward. I've got a page question. Here Gralaga before you tag inability. Can you she move forward? Can our own next step now? Can by be stronger rule? You tag an critic yes, gonna question here. Anyị we kwuru bịa kpawazie nkata ahụ ọzọ abịa ka anyị move on for get your question again move anyị for get move this struggle and this celebration of Biafra struggle abeg so that can we keep moving forward.
Big go. All right, Emmy, sorry, I'm reading the comments. Yeah. And I want to bring it to your notice, and also I want to my job is to clarify people. That's why even though I read a lot, I check the messages as I'm here everywhere. Discipline that our people lacks is the reason why our Biafra has not come back in all this years.
Like you go check the comments just equally again. Just let your focus on our question and okay, Ben, I beg ask your people up.
Through the way you are leading the government. That link, we need to have it. Secondly, a little light. Because ndị nrọpụta ha sị gị kansụl nke if we go onye DOS batara ebe last time we na-ekwu okwu anya ma ha na onye DOS mgbe m bịara jụọ ya ajụjụ ya jụọ ma just ise ndị autopilot si ebe ha ka amụrụ m ọfụrụ ya sị m na nwụ ndị si ya Emeka blọk ya pụọ so ka anyị mara ndị anyị na-eze biko gwa m ihe a nke mbụ ọ bụrụgodị na ị ga-anọ n'ụlọ gị tụọ dị ụtụ ebe aka gị ruru itinye na support the struggle then ịgwazi anyị ọ bụ ụzọ ndị amị ole ma ndị na-echekwa obodo anyị ọ bụ ụzọ ole ka adịghị nkịta ga-ejuo ya gwa anyị na with coded then anyị amara ọ ihe dị m ọkụ n'obi. Ndewo.
That is am I coming out?
Yes.
Okay, great. So the link, the United States of Biafra government, I may use it now, is www.unitedstatesofbiafra.org. United States is one word. United States with an S, states. United States of Biafra.org. So everyone here, if you go to that website, that is one of the high-tech link approved by the government for all the donations, for all the support for the government, for the application, applying for the United States of Biafra ID card. And very soon, as I send out message today, those of you that follow me on Twitter, we are in the final stage of finalizing the United States of Biafra passport. That is where everyone will go in and apply for the United States of Biafra passport. Those of you that have been following, you know that recently Nigeria has been banned from entering the United States of America. So majority of the classes of the ID of the visa applications for Nigerian state has been banned, and Nigeria has been included as the list of countries America. So we are working hard to ensure that the passport to the United States of Biafra will be used freely by Biafra citizens to enter the United States of America. About Ghana now.org, one word.
Thank you.
Then on the liberation phase, when the Zuna by separationist, we have by separatist, so that stage I got again now. The United States of Biafrans all over the world. Jamit is in Finland, and on November 20, we declare our independence. So we redeclared the Republic of Biafra, which was a nation between 1967 and 1970. Then after that, we declared that with the name and title United States of Biafra. This name was given to us before Finland, our prime minister, before they took away our prime minister, 2 weeks before our declaration in Finland. So when they took away our prime minister, some of the people, Biafra business, they invaded both homeland and abroad. I want to make it clear. The Biafra Republic government in exile, the United States of Biafra, the homeland is one, the same one that Obatobia Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was fully in charge of. So everything fell into the USB. You all know how the Prime Minister prepared the declaration of our independence from January 2024 until November when Finland took him away. Nothing changed, nothing moved. The structure for the United States of Biafra government, our prime minister, before he was taken away. So what happened is that when Finland took him away, they believe Biafra business. They started confusing some of our people, not just the men on ground. They even abroad, they were doing the same thing, lying everywhere, trying to cause havoc. These are people that were paid by the delegitimized governors. Most people have been following genuinely. You know, there was a prime minister conduct an election. Publicly denounced and delegitimized these Southeast and South governors. It was a vote that was carried out openly by Biafrans, and we denounced and delegitimized them. That was why we have the 40 state governors in Biafran land. And each of these 40 states, they have their own governors, they have their commissioners, they have their defense. We are running a confederate state. So those of you that have been able to buy the United States of Biafra Constitution, which is on Amazon, if you buy it, you will read our Constitution. The Confederacy has made it that every state will now have their own. So before, Manana struggle, defense, was with Nigeria. And after I declare our independence, we are a sovereign nation. We need to do things the way nations do that. Just like those of you that have been following, Finland taking our prime minister, he knows that he was wrong in what he did. But one of the messages, that Simon Ekpa, not your Biafra, Manakaimeya in a legal way. Legal way are now behind Enia right now. And that is why Nigeria now crumble every second. Because both internationally and locally, we are ensuring that terrorist state that recruits and reintegrates non-terrorists into the country, recruit them into the military, into the police, into the security as politicians, that entity must crumble for people to live. And that is exactly what we are doing with our allies to ensure that they start rising up again to build their destroyed nation, which Nigeria has done. So as far as the homeland, I know many of on the United States of Biafra government, we have over hundreds, and this is an anticipatory protective agency for our new nation. Self-determination is our right, like ISIS, like Boko Haram, like ISWAP. Bubataya no Bodai. I am for that guy. There's already Christian genocide. That's genocide which Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Soludo, the legitimized governors, have been carrying out in Biafra land. The Mpo massacre, the head bridge Onisha massacre, Nkehamere na Aba, wedding mother white and white, not just unarmed, innocent Biafrans that were marching, can release and the Kanu. Tinubu and co, they sent their terrorists to shoot them. Many the Hamufu massacre, many massacre of Biafrans, innocent, unarmed men, women, children, and whatever. Their only crime, but they are Biafrans. So because of this, we have to raise our anticipatory guide. We call them the United States of Biafra Elite Squad. Their job, their task is to continue to protect Biafra land, all the 40 states of Biafra land. Their job is also to confront the Nigerian state that are coming to kill our people. So in answering that question, every state have their own anticipatory protection mechanism. In the name of the elite squad, they follow the independence of the United States of Biafra. I'm sure you can go that day and see the array of all the United States of Biafra elite squad we have. So we are everywhere, the 40 states. Thank you.
I'm very, very happy. But the last one, anyway, the last one now, as we are now in Confederation States, and we have different defenses in 40 states. So if we make donation now, so this donation will come to the United States. So from there, this donation will reach all these 40 states, is what you are telling us here now.
So every one at the independent. So for those of you who have not been following, you can watch my declaration statement when I declare in Finland. And you generate that declaration. You will see when has been changed to the state of Ohamadike. Every state is independent. Thousands of innocent Biafrans that are languishing in different jails, different jail, police station, DSS custody in Nigeria and in Biafra land. And they left women, children, don't go to school. Most of them don't have food to eat. Attention. Most of them do not even have their businesses because Tinubu and Christopher Musa are born to go down. Their businesses, their means of livelihood, they bring the Fulani terrorist cows in the farmland. They destroy their farmland. And we cannot allow Biafrans to be dying. Our general fundraising is for the humanitarian purposes. Aside from that, 40 states of Biafra, where their account, which they operate independently, and the governors of all the states are the chief security officers of their state. The governors work closely with the guides, the defense anyway, to make sure they protect their land. So anything now got to the website, who is keeping track of every second, every record, every dot that comes into our humanitarian help for Biafran people. And on the state level, the state governors now work quite closely with the finance secretaries and finance commissioners to ensure every governor use where people open to be killed by the Nigerian terrorist state and the reintegrated terrorists. I want to make something clear. In the north, ISIS and all that, they've taken over most of the lands in the northern part of Nigeria. Students are kidnapped from their hostels. Women are born alive. Children are born alive. And that was why the United States of America, US, sent the fact-finding mission to Nigeria, headed by Riley Moore. The reports have been submitted, and we can see Christopher Musa and the Nigerian state against indigenous Nigerians. In respect to that, what the Nigerian terrorist state does, because original indigenous police anymore. So they sent these recruited terrorists to Biafra land to come and attack our people, to come and kill anyone that talked about Biafra. There were two innocent Biafrans in Gallo. Charles Saluda sent their Ebubago, Udogachi, all these criminals recruited. What Saluda did was to send his men to arrest them and then have planted a gun beside him to make it look as if those guys had a gun. But these are Gallo. They have the beret. They are free to use it because the land belongs to us. So again, to answer your question, the states are independent. You can help either your state. It will all go for the same purpose.
Thank you. Why? I'm very happy. So, Mona, I'm glad you I'm there one.
Ihe ga-ejocha ahụ ekekwa ajọ.
Nsogbu adịghị ngwa na ka mgbatu.
Yeah, go on for the question, I beg.
Ụmụnne m ekele m ụnụ ụmụ Biafra ọ ga-adịrị ụnụ na mma. Our able Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, I greet you, ma. Nora, ọ ga-adịrị ọ dịghị isi na mmadụ na-ewepụta onwe ya were onwe ya na-achụrụ nne ya aja ka ihe were dị mma. Ọ bụ mmadụ niile ga-emenwu ya. Ọ dị few people nọ n'ụwa ga-emenwu ihe ị na-eme. Ọ ya mere m ji na-asị jide nke iji na ị ga-adị ogologo na-echi a na-agwụ agwụ. Ihe m sị ka m nkwutu nwere ajụjụ ndị m ga-ajụ gị m chọrọ ịjụ based on ihe na-eme now, kama na ama m na ọgbakọ a na mainly ihe awa ọgbakọ ụmụ Igbo. Enwekwara ndị ọzọkwa nwere ike ha bụrụ ndị Igbo and ha na-anụ ihe anyị na-ekwu, kama na aga m na-ajụ ya n'Igbo because ka mma na nneji. Biko na-eme na ile anya na ọtụtụrụ ihe na-eme na obodo Nigeria, so ị ga-afụ na enwere ọtụtụrụ ụmụ Igbo bịara bịa jụọ oyi like onye ọbụla nọ na-ele anya ka amara the way forward. Ihe ọzọ m sị ka m jụọ na ihe awụ, how is the ana m eche that na need put more effort on that media because ọ dị very very ihe Biafra na-atọ ụtọ n'obi ka ha na-ama ihe na-emenụ kwa mgbe ịma because ọ bịara bịa na maazị otu ihe a si mee ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ obi gbawara ha. Nwa na-enwe m self break them down, I really break down. O mere m masị m kpọrọ obodo Nigeria times 200. So but achọrọ m ịgawa deep into that. Ana m ajụ maka the media, Biafra media. I'm asking so that I get put to more a kind of force so that I can circulate ihe dịka information, ihe dịka any nwere anything ọbụla enwere for the media, nwere any plans for the media now so that ụmụnne anyị ga na-enweta ọtụtụ ozi gbasara ihe Biafra.
Okay, Charlie, just taking one out of you. Have a second one?
Yeah. But this one go to so
okay, so let me Biafra freedom is doing very, very well. So let me explain the reason why I told you that. For now, more than ever, all the collapse of Nigeria being done, but Biafran is a media person. And one year get there is because what happened when Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, I myself and the cabinet do that now. The restoration and areas still go and the full protection of our land. I was the media and carbon. Now, I yet go the freedom of Biafra into the hands of Biafrans. That is why I know everything na oku naka onye Nnamdi Kanu. I have for onye I have for the Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra. Terrorist. IPOB, a terrorist organization. The same. Na them. Okay, about terrorist organization, which they are not. But remember, the IPOB organization, I want to get Monte, and what about anything like IPOB now or IPOB organization? That IPOB only do chapotara, hijack Riachina Samoru, Benjamin, all these criminals, they hijacked it immediately. the delegitimized Southeast governors. That was why when the Prime Minister, there is nothing like IPOB as an organization, indigenous between these two things. The IPOB as an organization, Bundi now work closely with our people. Tinubu them. He can go them. So that time we were unable but what did they do? The state of Nigeria. Then the PM better. When our PM came, for how criminally minded this and restore Biafra. I'm not man. You cannot wine and dine with your enemy. Oscar got in $1.5 million today. Work with Nigeria and come back in shame. So report to Nigeria PM this gang of DOS, Mandi, I believe, Biafra from our Zulike to Simon Eba. Because how the Biafra maybe never stopped the business, even to a certain degree. They were still there. They were all in Briggy. I know them. I was the chief of staff of Briggy. There is nothing that matters in this. Comes from Briggy, de facto, USB. I am the only one that will give you the right answer. Nobody else. Simon Eba. This actually are the delegitimized governor. Charles Saludo, Otinamba, Hachuria. What are the delegitimized governors? What do they want? Just to maintain their political position. Honorable governor, who is senator, who has a rep, they don't want to leave it. They don't want to let go. Even if Nane was in the Befa, it don't matter to them. But Odogu came out and pointed this trying to attack the genuine freedom fighters. Just like they attacked Onyendunabdekano, just like they attacked Simon Eba, and just like some of them are attacking myself, Dr. Roberts, doing that. About Onyendu, Fabulous Simon Eba. How when I point this hand, John Wegi, why are Urubefa? Why haven't they arrested them? Because they work with the delegitimized governors. Benjamin Madubugo, all this he can do right. No, they don't matter. Bundi, Nejesina, Zona, Narego, or all these criminals, that we are parading around Prime Minister Simon Eba, pretending Nana job their side. No, get up. No, they don't matter. That is why the Nigerian states have no business with them. They're not looking for them. Why did they take Onyen Obatobie? Because they know the leaders of Biafran people. That's why they go after him. And the same Biafra and in the back colluded with Finland to go and take away Obatobie. Nigeria witness now Finland against Simon Eba, but the so-called IPOB people. Those that are coming out now telling you, oh, we are IPOB, the only IPOB will give us Biafra. Bunch of criminals against Simon Eba. Or some of them will start, they put us in the kita, now singing, but it's not sincere to the restoration of Biafra struggle. Who will believe that trash? Around there. So you see how they were paid by the Nigerian state. They have only one motive: to stop the full protection, the full freedom of Biafra people. That is their task. That is their assignment. Nothing more. And they had a mayor every day. Yesterday also, success. We can cover with don't and the Sonia Palawa. All one day put go publicly to disparage our Prime Minister Simon Eba. And then the so-called Nkabu success is now doing is it Twitter space or something with the so-called Sonia Palawa and Ogen Kere. People that have publicly disparaged our Prime Minister Simon Eba and all the mentally unstable, blah, blah, blah. Then I come to Butuzo to come and bring his voice. And you keep asking yourself, why do this organ carriers do this? They are paid to do what they are doing. Biafra. The leveling of Nigeria as a terrorist state, the genocide of Christians being committed by the Nigerian state, this one is even beginning. Nigeria is gone. It's a collapsed state. The earlier people start getting used to that, the better. So, to answer your question on the media, I have to let you know that the media is doing perfectly well. The different medias that are representing, reporting the criminality of the Nigerian state, they are doing well. Say now. It is from the media. But overall, everything can be here. But as far as the media, now, this Biafra is not about Dr. Roberts and Coach about Simon and Coach Webo about Nnamdi Kanu. Any Biafran, any indigenous Biafran that is comfortable with him in Nigeria now, had on one Nigeria. But you know, the United States of Biafra, we're already gone. So you know, all of us speak in the same language to make sure that we remove and drive out the reintegrated terrorists brought in by Nigerian state, wearing military and police uniform. Anything we can do to remove them from our land, let everyone do that. And I keep telling people, the beautiful ones are not born yet. So as far as the Biafra can lead us home quickly, bring it to me and bring medias that are doing the needful for them. It is all our land. Biafra belongs to all of us. It's not just about me, another man's land, regardless of how experienced or how professional you are. So the media is doing absolutely wonderfully well. The one you people are doing right now is all media. It's part of the media. And I believe there are so many thousands listening to us here. Thank you so much.
For your answer, because you really touched some areas I wanted to ask questions. But I can tell you that hearing your voice today have given so many Biafrans hope and courage. You know, in a time like this, I know that the Biafran movement is on X, you know, and so many people are also following up, but some people are not kind of opportune to be on X to know what is going on. And I think coming to this TikTok is a way of development, because it will also give so many people that we are not opportune to follow the movement on X the hope also to further ahead. But as you have some of my questions, the final thing I will plead for you to do for, I would like you to tell not only me, but also that I also as often as they can, you know, because hearing your word gives, because I believe that there are millions of Biafrans that are very, very strongly in support of what you are doing. We are not, there is nothing that we are saying here that is a crime. Self-determination is not a crime. Somebody that there is a problem and there is a total disarray in Nigeria that made people to say, no, we cannot continue in this impunity. We cannot continue like this because the future of our children has been jeopardized by all these criminals that are politicians. So please, in a time like this now, because that now if we follow some things in the social media, it got for so many people that we are heartbroken. The time so many people were heartbroken. So many hearts were pierced. even a kind of bleeding in the heart of so many Biafrans. So I would like you to tell our people in your own, because I heard your message where you were like congratulating Biafrans for Nigerian what they do, and you were like congratulating everybody. And I know that the message was well passed and people receive it, but I would like you to also give us a word. What do you urge everyone to do in a time like this? Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much. Again, the removal of the jailing of our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, and using the word jail is on a very lighter note. Plot Tinubu bụ igbu Nnamdi Kanu publicly. That was plot Tinubu and Christopher Musa. Igbu Nnamdi Kanu publicly. And what is the essence of that? To scare you and I. About the country we declared on November 29th, 2024. And what is another? To continue the milking of the oil reserves, the oil resources that come from Biafra land. To continue taking our oil to ship it abroad, to equip their land.
I think so.
Man, not be there. This thing on I'm gonna make it attack.
I can't drop all these things before she will come back. I'm
No,
going
I check out.
Okay.
I think so. Tap one, we going to go.
Okay.
Live
Shall
water,
explain it better.
let's water.
Shall explain very better. But in addition, our excellency they are here now is because of what? As going to Sueco. Only do see, Nimani open game as well Biafra to help the struggle. Do the best you can. And we believe that now, with this pattern now, ID now, we can people lecture them concerning this struggle. You understand? So, okay, they were very okay. And okay, them never use all their platform to gather our people. When you have more followers, more of our people inside there, you can also call us our DPM to come and address our people. She will be there because she's here for us. She's here for everyone. So, when they mellow, all the Biafrans are soldiers. All the Biafrans are still also the media people. So let everybody help any best way that you can. Thank you. You can continue.
Do contribute ihe niile unu na contribute as ma ọ ga-adịrị na mma. But anyị na-eme ka anyị nweta onwe anyị ka ala Igbo dị mma. Ọ bụkasị na anyị na-anọ na trọtrọwụ ụsọ ọwụ kọntrị ụta ka onye ọbụla ndị ọ na-eri na-efere na-eri anyị na-erikwa na-eri. Nna ka m gbaa ọnụ mbọ chọwa ego ojii mgbe chi na-ejibeghị ihe ịghọta achụwa anyị na Lagos achụwa anyị n'ụwa awoo anyị ga-agbagide ọsọ agba ka anyị jikọta na aka ọnụ ọsọ ụkwa eze achịkọta ụkwa eze ọ na Jizọs abeg achịkọta ụkwa eze ọnụ before gị gbajie ọ na-ara na the two hitmen anyị nwere na ndị ewerekweli edose one side so ka amara ma ga-ada mba abeg amara ma ga-asọpọtụ sista agụ nwaanyị ebe otu ọbụla o si eru gị ga-eji asọpụ ma ndị midia o ma na onye ọbụla ịma na ndị Igbo na onye ọbụla ya kọntrị ma na ọ dịghị mma na-epost ya na-asha ihe so ka anyị mara na ebe a ma destin na anyị na-epush like this otu ejijere our hit maka anyị werekwana our own power enwe ndị na-ese ndị request gị chọrọ before abịa ndị peji ajụ gị gbatu ya ụzọ anyị mechazie our conversation ebukotezi onye ọbụla nwezicha ga-akpa abeg gị were iwu ihe ị ga-agbagotekwa ị gakwala fa eme anyị mkpakwa nkata nwanne nna ahụ kwekekwe ya ma nwanne nwaanyị bịa na agụ nwaanyị gbagote na gị jụ Jizọs amanụ m na-agbagote nwere ajụjụ na-ajụ so that ka ya bịa ka ọ nọ enwe nsogbu Jizọs nwere ajụjụ wait Jizọs ọ mi nwe ajụ gị chere godi first ndị ojucha ajụ ojucha ma gị contribute to ya eze go
chọrọ ikwu is that na amalụ onye ha ga-ehit onye ha ga-ajụ ihe gbasara ihe na-eme ọ n'iwe means to invite our DPM ịmalụ onye ị ga-emit ka wee kpọọ ya Emi nọ here add Emi as your friend anọ m here as well T-Cash nọ here those who are not on this we are here already so invitation let us know we can help understand and also you can also add our DPM direct but sometimes don't expect her to answer you because of what there are too much people there are too many people out there both ndị bịa for attacking ndị bịa for problem ndị bịa in nature so that is why ọ ka mma ejikwa anya ndị na-ara ndị ọtị ya nso so that ọ dịrị everybody easy.
Jizọs ise ewere ụka ị chọrọ ikwe dịsa ọnwụ ha ajụjụ ị chọrọ ịjụ ya ọya
at this point in time ọ dị m ka like ịma na ihe a na-akpabugo nkata ebe a before understand and otu ọbata anyị kwesịrị ichipụ some things onye ọbụla ekwu like uche onwe to order to add more ihe ha nwa nwekwe on their own side ihe aparanugo ma nke a na-eme ma nke emego understand ka o nwekwa ihe ya nwa nwee ike ipikite from us but o nwere some question adịrọ unnecessary o nwere some question adịrọ onye ọbụla na-efo osi na onwe Biafra there are some certain things anyị kwesịgoro ịma it's not necessary ịbịa pụtakwa jụwa understand ihe ọ ga-anụ from anyị now ga-enyekwe more courage nyekwe more that have to understand na anyị sokwe n'ihe a na-eme but ọ bụghị anyị pụtazi ọ dịzie ka anyị esi so we have to chip on something
Jizọs gee ntị onye ọbụla n'ebe a onye ọbụla jụrụ ajụjụ ebe a jụrụ ajụjụ ọfụma and ịma atọ onye ọbụla jụrụ ajụjụ ụta ọ bụrụ nwanne maka ntu isi wee malụ ịghọtago so onye chọrọ ịjụ ajụjụ ya ọ na-asakwa dị ajụjụ niile a na-ajụ ya enwere m o ji wee angry of ajụ a na-ajụ ya and ya na-ajụ ọma anya so you don't have to disturb yourself maka ya ịghọtago mana ọ nwere ụdị ajụjụ ya na-eche ụdị ajụjụ ụdị ajụjụ ị na-eche erubere nwe nke m na-eche afụgere m onye jụrụ ụda ka na ajụjụ ịghọtago daalụ
ọta aga na report akantị ọta before anyị gawa n'ihu ọta posturu here before onye post that link post kwenye again ask egg ha donate like that state of yeah. Okay, obagotere yeah get here this screen. Okay, Kwekekwe, Agumwa, you're welcome. Kwekekwe, nwere question after Kwekekwe. Obi-Wan, engage your question. Kwekekwe, go on. Just ask a question. before Poke could ask Obi one just
One the Ganiru,
unmute
one the
just ask
judge,
your question.
yeah. Ganiru. One the Ganiru. One the mute now,
Oh, God. By this time, the man about the man, yeah, living in the young woman herself from Biafran land. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. First of all, I would like to appreciate you. I don't know if she's there.
Go on.
Okay. First of all, I would like to appreciate you for your courage. It's not easy. It's not easy to carry along a full nation. You are indeed a very strong woman. Indeed. You guide you. He bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the prophet, and also our PM Simon Eba to guide your steps. My simple question is: I know that this is an open space, but I believe you will answer me this. We all know that the platforms, the agitation of under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and when the Nigeria government, the zoo, succeeded in shifting him out of the way, he Simon Eba, and under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, when the PM himself was also sabotaged by the DOS and what have you, and is off, we all know that there is another fraction. Are you still working on the same, on how to channel things to get us moving forward in this agitation?
Thank you so much. Am I coming out?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no single faction in the restoration and in the newly declared United States of Biafra. The only faction you have right now is the legitimized governors Tinubu and Christopher Musa to stop the full protection of Biafra land. 98% of Biafrans at this time are together and are working towards the newly declared United States of Biafra in Finland. There is only, which is from Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to my humble self, Dr. Laboza. No one that is genuinely seeking the independence and freedom of Biafra people can not like Simon Ekpa. That's not going to happen. And no one genuinely seeking for the freedom of Biafrans can like Simon Ekpa and not like Dr. Laboza. It's not. There is only one continuum. So again, I don't know any fraction anywhere except the few disgruntled elements paid by the Nigeria agent to disrupt what we're doing. The people like the IPOB as an organization, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, that sold out Nnamdi Kanu and the plans of Nnamdi Kanu. Other than this little fraction that makes up less than 0.05% of Biafrans, I believe those that are genuinely seeking for Biafrans are fully on course. Even those ordinarily in the past have not talked about Biafra every day. And now I only want to wake is up not talk about Biafra and all that. That's due to the huge success. And those who witnessed go Kita, there is only one to get Biafra. Some of us have seen firsthand how that works, and our job is to make sure that it will get what it is about that. Because these mediocre elements come out all over social media in homeland, pretending that they will disrupt what we're doing, and that's not going to happen. So there's just no fraction except the fraction of Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the 98 to 99%. Any specific question you can ask me. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Nnukwu ada ekene gị ekene ihe na-ekwere gị gwa dị m nnọọ happy na ịbatara anyị taa. Anọ m South Africa, abịago m ezigbo nwa afọ Igbo, ezigbo nwa afọ Biafra. Ajụjụ m ọwụ na mụọ mana mgbe eji wee jidecha Prime Minister ikwere ọka ọkụ a nyụọ, ị na-agba mbọ ọrụ nwaanyị dịka gị mba na-agbasi ike ka mụọ obodo nnọwụ na mụ so na ihe bụ na a na-eme gbasara Biafra, and mụọ maru na-eple side nke m na South Africa until ejide onye ndu anyị ihe niile adaba aka uche na ịkọwagoro anyị onye ọwụna ghọta onye ọwụna ma ihe mere. Then ajụjụ m ọwụ otu a Biafra na United States of Biafra declare again na 140 steeti, maka na mụ onye abụrụ ọmụmụ na mpụta na asị m na ọ ka m bịa mụ na ndị mmadụ abịa mewe ya ihe na like ihe mma na support ihe ọwụ na ya na-eme ka ihe a na-eme na-enwe isi na otu isi wepụta ụwa dị otu ihe mbere ibu. Ajụjụ m awụrụ na ya iwu na steeti wụ na enwe otu esi wee nwee anything mmadụ esi support whether platform financial or anyhow nwee na steeti a na enwere onye na-represent that steeti wụ na a na-emegodunu na headquarter, then enwekwa ndị wụ na-represent steeti ha ka e wee na-esecure ụmụnne anyị ndị nọ na steeti ya. Eju nchọrọ eju biko.
Thank you so much. I don't know if you've been following our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. The 40th state of Biafra was created by our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. And they represent each of the state. And we're governors in the state. And we're commissioners in the state. The formation is that any position, anything I am the structure of the federal, except maybe the first 5 positions I am in homeland. So in your state, let everyone here look for your state in that 40 state of Biafra. Ask for who is your governor, and I'm promising you, the governors are out there on the streets. The commissioners, they are out there. They are talking to their people. You will be able to talk to your state governor, and all the state governors, like I said, hancha where their accounts, their state in our support. Remember, Biafra will come from the diaspora. So it is us in the diaspora that must be able to help to ensure that Biafra is fully protected. We've already secured and declared Biafra. It can never be undone by any living human being, by any individual, by any organization. It's like that can never happen. That's not possible. So every 40 state of Biafra, when our PM created it, how were their state governors? And many diasporans have been supporting their states. How else do you think we've been so successful in ensuring that we establish those United State of Biafra elite squad in the 40 state of Biafra that marched on 29th of November 2024 to show the world we have what it takes. I had Joe, I had our allies, I had we need. Because onye ndu kwuru na ndị nọ diaspora ga-enweta freedom na ndị nọ be anyị uche fa adịrọzie. Many of them don't, the fear, the anxiety that has been systematically imbibed on these people for the past 100 years is not something that can come out overnight. So that is why even PM Kulena, the restoration, the full restoration of Biafra will come from the diaspora. So ask for who is your state governor. You can reach out to any of the cabinet members. They'll give you the number, the phone, the name of your state governor. Ask them how you can support. What we've been doing in the past is that in every the reintegrated terrorists brought in by the Nigerian state, the Fulani terrorists that are brought in by the Nigerian state to kill, kidnap our people. All of you heard about the Tiger Base, where Hope Uzodinma, Charles Soludo, all these criminals are dumping that has not committed any crime. Once able a Biafran, their order from Tinubu and Christopher Musa is to arrest you and detain. But now, what the United States of Biafra government is to make sure that stops. We are a nation. Nigeria is currently forcefully occupying a foreign land. We will remove them. We've declared as a nation. We cannot continue to run away from the terrorists brought in by Nigerian government. They must hapo our land. Our land. We cannot continue to hide in the bushes, in everywhere. Then we expect the Fulani terrorists to be parading the streets of Biafra land. That's not going to happen. That is why over 80% of Biafra military are on the streets of Biafra land. It is the plan of the government. That is the only way we will continue to remove the terrorists from our land. So yes, unless you've not been following, every 40 state has a governor, they have commissioners. Every 40 state have been recruiting thousands of Biafrans to work from day one. And every 40 state of Biafra have an account where you can support them. Thank you so much.
Why? Because I want something to American uncle and because just a tip because my TikTok, the TikTok is so you could use it by what I can now because now you will Pinoy now because TikTok is shadowham. Oh, use on a live, you what I go.
Yeah, that is okay. I mean, I can use, but again, when you go to my Twitter handle, the killing of the Nigerian Biafran people, the genocide that Nigeria is committing, the reintegration of non-terrorists. Once we keep on hiding them, the world will not know what is going on. Again, I'll tell people, and I hear you right.
I will know. Yeah, I will know about the guy. Mama Kia, man, I'm a TikToker sometimes. I'm an app English. I'm an app in the Mihan English. I'm an Yoruba. It's smart. I'm an Igbo. App is available. Go Igbo and Igbo Dojo. This particular I get up one. I got a subtitle now. Delegate everybody Igbo. Singing on Dojo now on Dojo. So
again, I heard you. It's our responsibility to continue to correct those. Right.
No, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Ngozi Nengo no because if I have family there, but bro, because we family mana ọ ga-abụ mmasị m ka nsokwe gị n'azụ ka isokwe m n'azụ ọzọ biko o nwere ihe ọzọ ihe dịka advice m ga-enye gị mgbe i bido sobe m ka m wee ike gwakwa gị okwu biko okwu ọbụla m sendịrị gị biko ka ịtụle okwu ahụ ma nyochie ya ọfụma biko na anyị anọghị nto Nigerian stuff a sị ka m kene gị maka convention ahụ unu mere mgbe unu ji mee ya ekwesịrị m ịbịa ebe a mana abịa n'ihi m ya due to different circumstances beyond my control. Beyond my control. Daalụ ka esi bịa today because you ewebego m already ịmago ọbụna onye mara onye mbụ mana ana m like ndị ọbụla enyere ọchịchị na be anyị ka fa dị very royal to our people ka ndị be anyị wee fụ difference between our generation na the people na-achịfa ife ị na-eme nwebere nsogbu n'ime mana o tego mpụ from Twitter mgbe ị nọ na Twitter mgbe m nọ na Twitter ka mma na gị na-ekwu okwu biko ikwuru okwu ikwugo otu dị ọ buru ibu mana nke m chọrọ itinye aka m obere bụ ihe dịka aka m be anyị wee kwuo inyere mmadụ aka nke a na-akpọ ihe a na-akpọ ime ụlọ mmadụ gị ya na-ekwu humanitarian biko nke a dị ezigbo mkpa nnukwu and a chọrọ nke anyị gwa ndị be anyị n'obodo bekee biko na ego ihe niile anyị
biko ihe anyị dị nwa ajụjụ ọ bụrụ nwa ajụ ya ajụ ya go ahead jụọ ajụjụ ọ bụrụ nwere ajụjụ you forget about it gaa n'iru
ihe ajụjụ na-ajụ ya biko onwe ka a ga-esi wee mee ka onye ọbụla chọrọ ka o si obodo bekee na-ebunete ibu na be anyị oge eji na-enyere ma ndị befa ma ndị be anyị aka ndị be anyị aka onwe ka iji ịzụ agosi na-agara ha izi ọ dịkwara ha obere ọnụ ana ka ọ hapụ ị na-agazi n'obodo ekwensu a na-akpọ Lagos na Nigeria biko ọ bụ na onwe nke dị nke a ka o tinye ya uche na ya biko na nke a ga-adị mma ka i were ike ike ndị ọrụ ga-eme ka nke a ka ndị be anyị chọrọ enyemaka ka o nwee ọ bụ na achọ enyemaka ka o nwere ndị ha ya anata ya kama ha ya eji ya wee gaghị ụzọ ọ ihe m chọrọ ịjụgo dị ya biko
So ka ihe bụ ajụjụ gị
ị na-ekwu nwere ụzọ ha ga-esi o nwere ụzọ ha ga-esi na-aga na ọ bụrụ na ụzọ ahụ ga-abụ ka o si n'obodo ofe mmanụ bụ Lagos ịmagoro ihe dịka seaport Lagos o nwere nke ga-aga na saịdị be anyị ya bụ onye chọrọ ibunete ihe o si n'aka saịdị be anyị bunete ihe maka na ihe a bụ ihe eji enyere mmadụ aka n'iwu kwuru na ihe ọbụla eji enyere mmadụ aka na ikwesịghị ka ị na-akwụ ụgwọ ya eji ebunete ya ebu maka iji egboro ịmaghọta ihe na-ekwu na akwụ ya.
Okay, so again, Biafra government, I am not on a business now. I have priorities. And our priority right now is to create our allies, secure our land from the Nigerian terrorist state. Any other thing will come after that. And we have our short-term plans, medium-term plans, and long-term plans. You guys are going to anywhere. Yeah, I know now is to drive away the Nigerian terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform in our land. That is our priority. That's the priority of the government right now. So I need the ketabo ego because I need the DG driver out the terrorists from our die with any Bama. So that is the area the government in a focus now. Anything business for now, we are not interested in that now. Thank you.
Okay, lastly, before Mbuto Luna when we become because I see now go 40 states na n'obodo anyị biko onwe ka ị ga-esi ewepụta ndị ịmagondi na-anọchi ya ọ bụghị ndị bụ ndị na-achị 40 steeti a mana ndị na-ejere ha ozi ga-abịa ka ha bịakarị na-agagharị etu a ịbịa na emigrate today ịghọtago ndị na-represent steeti ọ bụla ọnọkata ka ha bịakwa na nke emigrate bịa kwuo kwụsị na ha nọ na n'ọha mana n'ọnwa ha na n'ọha bụ ndị bụ secretary na a particular state ka anyị wee ruo ike ịmara onye ha bụ ya bụ onye nwoche onye chọrọ onye lu ike inye aka ka ọ mara ndị ha ya kọntaktị na-enye
that he ga-eme ekwusie jụwa ese. You can ask any of the cabinet members kedu onye bụ the state governor of this My number is 770-329-7339. 770-329.
Because type na comment section.
Yeah, you can type it in the comment section. On your one question, on your one concern, you can text me and you will get the right answer. You can also follow up with the United States of Biafra Cabinet. United States of Biafra.org. United States of Biafra.org.
Okay, mmebutuzi now because ndewo for coming. Yes, because nne Ngozi ngora bezi biko kiwepụ kenanya na ndị ọzọ kwịghọta ka ifocus on ihe ị na-eme biko n'ụfọdụ oge n'ụmụ ka isi ma anyị bịa anyị na-ene ndị ọzọ anya.
Abeg, Mary West, abeg, draw question na nke na-edesi nwere question.
Ekele m onye ọbụla obi dị m ụtọ otu iji bata ahịa ndị ketakarịchara m nnewu na mgbe PMI ejidere PMI ụgbọ ahịa iluzgadi just like maazị kwuru maazị si mgbe ọbụla ụmụ nwaanyị batara na ha na Biafra abịala and ihe niile maazị kwuru abịara na mmezu ọ sị egbugodi ya taa na asị egbughị ya taa that means Biafra ga-abịala ọsịsọ and ahụ na Biafra abịala anyị kelee gị nnukwu obi dị anyị ụtọ kemgbe abalị ehibere m ụra ajọsụ m lọta ọrụ ehibere m ụra masị ka m chere immediately ọ kụrụ ọsịsọ klọb metedesi chewe emi ya kpọkwa m si na amụrụ atịle metedere eche ka Adanne bịa na line Adanne ha m chọrọ ikwu n'ewu biko nwere otu ị ga-eji mee gwa ndị a na-echere anyị nche na ime ọhịa na be anyị biko ha mee onwe ndị ọbụla ha mere otu a akpọlara obodo ejerebe ha emekwele vidio anyị achọzikwa ihe vidio ha emekwele vidio bikos vidio ha na-eme ka ndị aja enwetaghị asị ya na anyị mere ka anyị mere ke ha onwe onye ọbụla ha kpọlara obodo ajedebe ndị ugwu a ha nwetara ha emekwele vidio si ndị anyị achọzikwa ihe vidio biko ha medebe vidio na ha meghe etinye na soshal midia ha etikwele vidio na that's the thing. Another thing platform ahụ la anyị gara like otu anyị na-eji eme na ka eme ihe Igbo ka anyị na-eji asụ ka anyị sụrụ Igbo onwe ka anyị ga-eme ịga asụsụ bekee ọgụnwa ga na-agwado ndị obodo gụnwa ka ndị obodo na-ege ntị gụnwa ka ha na-anụ ma ị na-asụ bekee ụwa niile na-ege gị ntị pụta anyị nwa bịa na platform anyị ka anyị na-asụ Igbo maka platform ndị anyị nọ achọghị iji ntị anụ bekee anyị sụga just like emi gwara gị o nwere ka anyị ga-asụgbo ha kụchi anyị ihe na ozụka anyị niile na peji anyị niile ga-enwe problem so biko onwe otu ị ga-ejinye ha ndụmọdụ ga gwa ha ha chọfụla ihe na ndị ugwu nọ n'ime ọhịa mee ihe kpọla ahịa ebe a na-akpọla ahịa ha emekwele vidio anyị achọzikwa ihe vidio ha biko because mụ na Amerịka anọ m New York so and ebido m this thing from China mgbe m nọ China so
yeah, thank you so much. Again, on Wednesday on our video, Fabro United States of Biafra Government Elite Squad. Our elite squad, anyway, the highest training of defense from the best in the world, apart from the international humanitarian law trainings that our elite squad got through, weekly and daily trainings in some ways, Hannah got through. So again, nobody should associate any United States of Biafra elite squad with anything. Video na public. So that I believe anything they necessary for our allies to see and act upon. Again, here on my Twitter page. Then I think the second one you talked about. What was the second one you talked about?
The most important one more after because okay, I want to video ebe ha na-achụ ehi na-achụfu Sunday ha na-asọ wine na-achụfu ha na bapụra so nke ahụ ha gbakwala ụdị video ahụ again ha na-agbụchi efi ndị a na-egbu isi ha gosikwala video
again. I think I've already answered it. Those are not United States of Biafra government elite squad. So again, I heard you. They're not doing that. We don't engage. Now my problem. Now the problem of Biafra land. And I'm gonna say that I'm
I nwere m idea. Mụ nwere idea. Esi m Nigeria alọ. Enwere m idea. O nwere ndị ke ndị ochie kiretiri. O nwere ka ha kiretiri. Jicha n'ime moto ha jicha flag anyị jicha okpu anyị. Na ọhụụ ụlọ ha mere ha taa ga asọ wa anyị nwa. Anyị amanacha onwe ka anyị na-ama ha anyị amanachala. But ha ga-kwuo maka ndị ka anyị nwa. The second one kwuru anyị nwa bịa na platform na page anyị ka anyị suwe Igbo.
Okay, first that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the
Yeah. Let's go to another person. Thank you very much. That's my contribution.
Emeka, and when a question is raised, and we can the son of God.
nọ n'ime ọhịa gentle ka a ga na-akpọzu akpụrụ n'elu ọ na-arụ ọrụ with us with ndị Biafra ka o nwere another group ọ na-arụrụ ọrụ ya bụ ihe m chọrọ ịma.
Sorry, repeat to go down, Jogi.
If nwanne anyị nwoke a na-akpọ gentle nọ n'ime ọhịa na m na-ajụ ọ na-arụ ọrụ with us ka ọ bụ na ọ bụ ndị group anyị ka ọ na-arụrụ ọrụ ka ọ nwere another group ha na-arụ.
Again, I'm only going to talk about the United States of Biafra Defense, the elite squad. You can inquire from the state governors. The state governors, they collaborate with the commanders that are in charge. They defend our land, work closely with the state governors. When I struggle at each stage of the struggle, maybe only had the loyalty, but the misunderstanding in the Bible, but now for the believer that now I want to have around. I find their difficulties so when they can, because according to them, maybe we know it was Rick and how I wouldn't see your chair, but I wouldn't see because in the Bible I like Ochicho. Ochicho, we have committed some of the things and I commit. And then where I work with the Kanu Simon Eba, this sort of the Kanu Asagemba, no whether Ozika Simon Eba and Nam the Kanu Zria, Eba Hagan, Eba Haku, and then Hagana is a quote, Dogumana had the loyal to Dogu, that is a problem, no discipline on your put on their bank here. So in their chataha, a leader got a hand, wiki, Donandina, Nahane Soya, but underlying deep down, everyone had the lawyer to had him they follow instruction on ya. Want Simon Epa was taken by Finland. My job as the surrogate, which the PM said, is to make sure we unite Onyobana in one accord. It is a difficult thing when people lose the focus, the attention, and they focus on the individual. That is why I keep telling people the restoration of the United States of Biafra, the Biafra people, it's not about an individual. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu. It's not about Simon Ekpa. About Dr. Roberts. It is a continuum. And our Wagon people, whether I'm here today or not, this declaration name with the governor of Finland on 29th of November must be fully protected by the USB elite squad. And they are all on the same page. So the problem, they buy for the name webo, only him a full leader. If obi ekopufa, then only him no that leader one. Ndị na-agba leader aha mgbe okpuru onwe ha n'ihe mere ya ha ejekwu gada akato ndị maybe ndị defense ma ndị na-arụ ọrụ and all that na ekonoko ha na confuse ha because of ebe that leader noble amandizi there. So mgbe akpọlụ onye PM Simon Ekpa mgbe Finland no I have a clear instruction about just nke Nji as the chief of staff of Brigade, but also others. So I try to put together on the same table, my home abroad. Can I move towards this common cause? But what you discover that has happened is even while under Obatobie, there were some planted agent, the Nigerian government, inside, around, in homeland, that we are deceiving these people. So immediately he made up it became very easy for those two hand to fall off. And Biafrans have seen it. And then if we say that now, even while they were pretending to be PA to Obatobi and Cat Obatobi, the thing may not know that now. Many people are because PM is a very unique individual. You can never, when you put us again on my Simon, a man, nobody, you don't have a clue. He's a very unique individual in his own way. His way, nobody knows. So immediately, only go from experience here, the canon. So on a came all along. So even some of these elements that we are pretending to follow him, and my boss, many of them will motive in the struggle. But as we progress, Hana adapt one by one. That is the way the spirit of Biafra has sanitized this last stage of Biafra protection. So when Obatobi, where we put here, I know I reached out to Ndinina, all of them. I reached out everyone. Mana, what happened is that some of them started dodging to have meetings with me. Like in the I know up to 3 or 4 good times we schedule meeting to meet with them. They dodged it because of what? And we're going, even why they have divided loyalty.